The #1 trade target is off the board. Artemi Panarin going to the LA Kings. Martin Biron's here to talk about it. So we heard rumors of several teams being interested, Marty, but LA, for a lot of people, certainly came out of left field. Not for you, though. On Tuesday on this show, you said that LA might be the best landing spot for Panarin. So what was your first reaction when you heard about this deal?
Well, obviously, I think that the Rangers put themselves in a tough situation, right? Announcing to the world that they were going to do a rebuild and holding off Panarin from the games over the last week. So they wanted to get something done before the 3 p.m. deadline for the Olympic freeze. But the other side, too, is that knowing that Panarin has a no-movement clause, he gets to pick where he wants to go. And the reason why I thought LA would be a good spot, #1, Anze Kopitar's last season, the LA Kings are going to try to do everything they can to surround him with the best possible roster. And the one thing that the LA Kings don't have much right now, there are 28 in goals for per game, and they're 29th on the power play. You need to be able to get somebody that's going to be able to provide the offense, be on the power play, get this team going. They're only 1 point out of a playoff spot, so they have to be able to overcome their deficiencies offensively. And I think Artemi Panarin was probably the only player that was going to be able to have that impact for the LA Kings. So, yeah, obviously the Rangers moving in a different direction, but I think that for Anze Kopitar and the LA Kings, this was a move that I personally could see coming. I just didn't think it was going to happen before the Olympic break, just because there's so much more time right after the Olympic break to get it done.
Yeah, and as of Wednesday afternoon, as you mentioned, the Kings just 1 point out of a wild card spot and just 4 points back of first in their division. So does this trade for Panarin, Marty, make them an immediate Stanley Cup contender?
Well, obviously, the Western Conference is all about the Colorado Avalanche, the Dallas Stars, the Minnesota Wild. The Vegas Golden Knights could also be in that conversation once they are fully healthy, if they can figure out their goaltending. But I look at the LA as a sneaky good team. I think Darcy Kemper is really good when healthy. In that, I think that Drew Doughty and Mikey Anderson and Brent Clark, like, they've got some good pieces on defense. But right now, you're playing with Corey Perry on the top line, Yoel Armia and Trevor Moore on the second line. Like, this is not a top six that would say scare anybody in a playoff matchup. But all of a sudden you add Artemi Panarin, and maybe you move up Quentin Byfield. Maybe you're saying, let's load up the top six and let's see what that does if you can be better offensively. And I think that by the time we get to middle of March, when Panarin gets comfortable with the team, with his line mates, and we can see what he can really do, I think we see the LA Kings back in a playoff spot. I mean, the Pacific Division has been so wild this year that teams that are playing just a few games over 500 are getting in top 3, right? So I'm looking at the LA Kings and saying they're only 1 point out, but really the impact of Panarin is going to affect what they needed the most, and it's going to be offense and scoring goals and on the power play, and it will balance their top 6 a lot better for matchups.
And the Kings, of course, have lost to the Oilers in 4 straight playoffs. They haven't been out of the first round, in fact, since they won the Stanley Cup in 2014, so they're hoping Panarin is the answer to get them over that hump.